All right, let me do the stock market report here. Start out the 4 o'clock hour. That's sponsored by Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, home of the $21,000 discount. Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com. Mixed day on Wall Street. Dow Jones down 299 points, but the NASDAQ up 220 points. And the S&P 500 up 21 points. Be a professional broadcaster, Appel. Okay. Turn your phone off. Okay. And it's annoying, right, Solana? I mean, we bring him into our domain. He steps on your headlines in the 3 o'clock hour, and now he's got his phone on, and he's watching videos.
Guy thinks he touched the cup, that he's an actual player.
Yeah, now. All of a sudden, he's walking around here like he's Matthew Tkachuk.
They engraved my name on the cup while I was there.
I actually think he's expecting that. Like I think he's texting OJ McDuffie. Will our names get engraved here on the cup?
Hey OJ, which float are we on Sunday?
I'm watching Local 10 right now in the studio. They were on the beach. They're still covering all the festivities. Crowder is in North Carolina, and Josh Appel is in studio with me and Solana here. Appel was at the Elbow Room with the Stanley Cup and the Panthers all morning long. Can you be a professional broadcaster?
I knocked the mic out of the
No, I know what you did. I mean,
you invited me, Elbow Room. You invited me straight from Elbow Room, and you're expecting my A game.
I mean, the guy's out of control. I mean, what's going on here? He's talking himself right out of a broadcast position with the show. I don't know what's going on here. Let me give you a little cat talk here, and I would give this to Appel, but we know how this is working.
Let me try it if you want.
Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Can we play the Paul Maurice interview postgame on the ice on ABC? So he is getting ready to be interviewed by Emily Kaplan. Actually, she walks over, and then he says, hold on a second, because the Stanley Cup is making its way to him. And so we pick up the audio here. That has already happened. He has witnessed the Stanley Cup right there, and he is now talking. This is just moments after the game ended.
That is some cojones, boys.
Hold on. Whoa! Hold on, Billy.
I think Billy Lindsay jumped the gun there. That is live audio of me at Atlantic Men's Clinic when they did my low testosterone exam.
That is some cojones, boys. Whoa!
They ushered me into another room. They wanted more people to see.
I don't think that's how the exam goes.
I think that I was there. You weren't there. Here's live audio when the doctor examined me for low testosterone.
That is some cojones, boys. Whoa!
Thank you, Dr. Lindsay. Right, here is Paul Maurice after the game with Emily.
Wasn't this like it was Spencer Knight that brought him the cup?
Mm-hmm.
It was?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Blew my mind. They dressed 3 goalies, and Spencer Knight was dressed, and he was the last one to skate around with the cup. Bro, I was watching this like I'm studying for the FCAT, like Solana said yesterday. Like I was watching this post game.
The last handful of guys that get the cup before it goes to the staff are all the scratches.
Because I saw Nick Cousins had it.
Tobias Bjornfoot, who played 1 game with the Panthers this year, but practiced with them, basically a practice squad guy. He got to skate around with it. Lawrence, who played earlier in the Cup, did.
Hey, Crowder, forget that Sam Bennett jersey you were going to buy. Get a Bjornfoot.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Bennett.
I am in on Bjornfoot. Is that guy ever going to be a first-line player?
Not a
second line
player. He's a
third
defenseman.
line?
He was a tiny little tyke.
But yeah, so Spencer Knight.
I didn't realize that.
He was up as the 3rd goalie, just in case either Bob or Stolars got hurt. And he's technically on the Stanley Cup roster, so he gets to skate around with it. Jonah Gadjevich as well.
Do those guys, like, should they be allowed to skate around with it or just hoist it? You know? Like, you played, you get to skate around the ice with it. You didn't play, you were scratch. We love you, but here it is.
You just don't like Nick Cousins. You haven't liked Nick Cousins for a long time, and I know where this stems from.
Solana, did you not hear Bill Zito earlier talk about how they gave the puck to the director of player engagement? This is what they do. It's what they do.
This Solana, he is so entrenched in hating anything that's not the Miami Heat. It's really annoying.
And another thing, Ekman Larson, I wouldn't have let him skate with it either.
You're terrible. No,
Hey, Paul Maurice,
but,
how about you take Radko Gudis' name out your mouth after a championship?
But to Solana's point, you know, the Verhaeghes, they took their time. The Reinhardts took their time. Those last 4 or 5 guys, they had the cup for about 8 seconds. They made a little bitty circle and brought it right back.
It really is like a movie. The way that the cup gets handed off, like everybody knows their role.
Mhm.
Everybody knows if they're supposed to milk it for the crowd or whatever, and everyone knows whether they're just supposed to like do a wind sprint. Blue line it back. Let's go.
This Kulikov did 14 figure eights. I was like, hey, man, give it to somebody else.
The sound of Paul Maurice going, who the hell's Bjornfoot? And how did that guy get?
Hey, fella, nice to meet you.
Here is the sound. Paul Maurice after the game on the ice.
You look like you said something to him. What'd you say?
Oh, I've been chasing that for a while. It was unkind words about how hard she was to catch.
What makes this team special?
I got off the phone with him the summer I took the job, and I kept telling my wife, these guys are different. It's the way they treat each other. They love each other. It starts with Barkov, and it filters down. So we have 9 new guys on this year, and then we brought in Okposo and Tarasenko, and you can't tell they haven't been here 10 years. It's got nothing to do with the coach, nothing to do with us. That room has been special since day one.
What stands out about the way that you guys won this trophy?
It was perfect Florida Panther fashion. Nothing's easy. Nothing's easy for us. It wasn't easy last year. They did everything they could to win that. And the people that were there, Radko Gudas, Eric and Mark Stahl, all of those guys that were a part of it, they're a part of this too, right? They're a part of that. But there's nothing easy, so we needed to lose 3 in the finals to learn how to win 4. And the fact that it was so hard makes it so special.
I get chills.
I do too. I really do love the fact that he mentions the Stahl brothers and Radko Gudas, and he talks about Winnipeg, hopefully getting to experience that feeling. And I just love everything about him and the way he delivers his messages.
Him saying that his dad's name is going to go on the cup next to all the legends, like that just gives me goosebumps.
You know why you love him, Hawk? His coaching approach is the opposite of Nick Saban.
Yes, you're right. He's a human.
But he's
a human. No, he's so many coaches. And Nick Saban, again, greatest college football coach probably.
Amazing football coach.
But he's not human. He's not. But he's not a human.
You're not a human. You're quarterback 1. You're running back 3. It's just let's be successful, and he's successful. But he values the human beings. He values guys. He values people, and he's been successful doing that. There's been a lot of coaches that don't value people that aren't successful, and there's coaches that do value people that aren't successful. But the difference between those 2 guys, that's why 2 championship coaches. That's why you love Paul Maurice way more. He really values humans.
Let's listen to the sound of the call again from Doug Plagans and Billy Lindsay, because a lot of people are texting in because it's in Solana's montage. Billy Lindsay, you want to talk about genuine. This can't be faked.
No.
Like you're a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Like you do play-by-play. And generally, the play-by-play guy would prefer the analyst be quiet till I'm done talking. But even I would guess you as a play-by-play guy would acknowledge that in that moment, like you have to be relishing what Billy Lindsay is bringing to the broadcast.
It was a great call by Doug. He got in everything that he needed to get in, and he got all the enthusiasm from the former player who, before the last couple of years, had like one of the moments in franchise history and has become ingrained as a broadcaster, both on TV and in radio, as someone who just like bleeds red. Like, I mean, we all bleed red?
Do. Yeah, kind
of.
But
you know what I mean? Like Panther red. We see red. But like
Billy Lindsay is one of those guys whose
red.
Heart beats. He bleeds red. He's got 2 eyes. He is so different than us because we are Martians and we bleed blue and we have one eye in the middle of our heads were Cyclops. No, go ahead. Your point is understood.
I was saying to Hawk off the air earlier. I remember he did a preview before the first round of the President's Trophy season, or maybe it was before the second round against the Lightning with George Richards, our good friend for Florida Hockey now.
Great text, by the way. Gudis isn't on the team anymore. Not that we knew that at the beginning of the season when we did our season preview. When I asked Solana, is Gudis on the team anymore? And his response was something along the lines of, yeah, Norman Gudis left.
Great beard, though. We all know that. Great beard.
Great beard.
You guys have come a long way.
Yeah,
Since
good
then.
beard.
Where did he end up?
Anaheim. So
The Avalanche.
Good job, Solana.
He bleeds mountains.
But I was just finished that thought. Bill Lindsay was crying previewing the Lightning series or the playoffs 2 years ago, the President's Trophy season, because he felt like that was the year they could do it, and him just imagining that, like you could tell how much it meant to him. So to hear him react that way, I mean, everything's giving me chills, but like that specifically, hearing that, because and everybody knows how much it means to him. He bleeds red.
This really cannot be faked. So Doug Plagans, this is on 560 WQAM last night. This is the end of the game. Doug Plagans is the play-by-play guy. Billy Lindsay is the analyst. And you've heard it several times today, but I don't think you can hear it enough. Billy Lindsay is literally overcome with emotion and joy. It bleeds into the broadcast. And I think it's one of the most genuine South Florida broadcast moments of all time.
23 seconds left. 2-1 Panthers. Fans to their feet. Bouchard. Pass missed Draisaitl. Down to our right. Forsling in the corner. He'll try and hold this. 10 seconds left. 2-1 Panthers. A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
One Stanley is coming home. You always will have a place in South Florida. Oh my God!
The Panthers have won the Stanley Cup for the first time in franchise history.
Yeah!
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it.
Stanley Cup champions!
The Florida Panthers.
The mountaintop.
The Florida Panthers are the 2024 Stanley Cup champions.
Oh, we crossed the finish line, buddy. We crossed it. Oh, what a group of bunch of guys. Paul Maurice, congratulations. Oh, what a team. What a gutsy effort. That is some cojones, boys. Wow. Oh.
They did it. The team from the start of training
Unbelievable.
had
He gave somebody a
goal,
hug in the middle
and
of
that
it,
was
too.
to get back to the Stanley Cup final and finish the job. Mission accomplished. The Florida Panthers are the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Soak it all in.
God, do I love that.
That's exactly what I want from my hometown.
In that
broadcast.
moment,
Yeah.
for sure.
And he stepped on Doug a little bit, but like I still heard every word Doug said.
Yeah.
I think it adds to the call, honestly.
No, it's so funny. Doug's not trying to step on his moans. Doug's waiting for
It's so funny. Those moans are so guttural. No! Like, it is such a release. We have to give that to DBJ. Just Billy Lindsay. Oh! But just have him do it on like a second and two.
Joe.
Oh my God!
Somebody text
In franchise history.
Yeah!
Somebody text in, that's my new ringtone. Can you imagine like you're just in a waiting room and this goes off your phone?
Oh my God!
Oh, sorry, my wife is calling me.
Yeah!
Is a reality.
That is great, man. That is so great.
I love them.
I love that. Let's do a quick look at headlines here for the 4 o'clock hour, Solana, and then we can continue our Stanley Cup celebration here. Quick look at headlines.
They're driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Oh my God!
We know trucks. That could be fun.
Oh, I mean, listen, I'm in for a week of this.
The Miami Marlins, they did play the Kansas City Royals last night, and
Is a reality.
well, that one didn't work exactly. No one thought it would. They lost yesterday.
Here's the follow-up consultation for me at Atlantic Men's Clinic when they looked at my testosterone numbers.
Oh my God!
They said, we're going to give you 2 injections.
The Marlins will play the Royals once again tonight. 8:10 p.m. is your first pitch.
Here's when I tuned to Bally Sports Florida on my Comcast cable box, and I still have the blackout notice.
Here's some cojones, boys.
No, not that one.
Oh, we crossed the finish line, buddy.
No.
We crossed it.
Terrible.
In franchise history.
Yeah.
0 for 3. Terrible. Ekman Larson with the headlines.
Oh my God.
Leave Ekman Larson alone.
He was really good.
He was good. He had a huge goal.
Yeah.
Huge goal.
They lost that game. I just want to remind you.
Nah.
You're a hater.
Listen, guy bleeds red.
You know who didn't score in game 6 or 7?
Connor.
Dry cycle.
David.
Well, he
and
didn't, right?
Soul Cycle.
Dry cycle.
Yep.
He didn't end up scoring at all in the series,
all.
right,
Nope.
Appel?
They
0.
choked out. They choked out Dry cycle.
I think he was hurt.
Remember, Plagans told us yesterday, he's like, Draisaitl to score tonight. He's not going to go 7 games without scoring a goal.
Oh, Dougie.
He did.
The way you said it, by the way, made it sound like he gave us gambling or betting advice. He didn't. He just said
I took it as gambling
Right.
advice. Yeah. he is adamant.
I was a little surprised that you had said, because I thought the Sam Solana did it.
Yeah,
that
no,
he was
he's
giving
adamant because
gambling
I
advice.
always ask him when he comes on with us. I'm like, hey, are you feeling like Sam Reinhart? I don't know, more than 2.5 shots on goal tonight. And Plagans just clams up. He wants nothing to do with anything.
I don't work in fractions.
Yeah, that's what he said.
This was cool regarding Sam Bennett, Crowder. He said, I read this on Open Ice, the Bleacher Report hockey account. He said that him and his dad made a pact when he was 6 years old that the first thing they do out of the cup, if he ever won it, would be to eat Cap'n Crunch out of the top of the Stanley Cup in the bowl.
So you call it Cap'n Crunch?
Yeah, Cap'n Crunch.
Okay.
Mm.
Because it is spelled that way,
But-
C-A-P
but it's
apostrophe N, but everyone knows it's Captain Crunch.
But I'm not saying Cap'n Crunch.
Well, you said Captain Crunch.
I'm saying
You
Cap'n
did.
Crunch.
Your voice ain't cool enough.
You are saying Cap in Crunch.
Cap'n Crunch.
Gotcha.
That's pretty cool, though. Because you say that all the time and make plans, but the plans never go through for 99% of the people. But now they can eat Cap'n Crunch out of the Stanley Cup.
They can.
The question is, do you want to eat cereal out of that bowl now that it's been in the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes.
It had Appel's
Absolutely.
hands in it.
I put 6 rockin' rib rolls in there and then pull them out one by one.
This is the funny thing, because I've heard this argument about, oh, it's in the ocean and it gives you mouth. And then even last night when everybody grabs it and kisses it at the same place, oh, his lips are just there. Just run through your life and think about where your mouth has been and see if the Stanley Cup is that nasty.
Imagine if you're Eric Falero. Well, your mouth's been on ketchup packets at the Wendy's.
Just what you do.
That Appel's holding up Joe Rose's mic
Mic screen.
the mic screen here, which is absolutely disgusting.
People bite their nails. You shake 1,000 people's hands a day. Just think, and then even not even mention what you do when you're at your house. Like it just think people go overboard with this whole Stanley Cup thing.
Who am I, the president? Shaking 1,000 people's hands a day?
Man, I shake people. Not
all of us host a highly touted podcast called The Pivot.
The Pivot. I mean, the guy's all over the place, shaking hands, kissing babies.
How you doing? How you doing? How you grade? How you keep your grades up?
You like that Sandy Alcantara bobblehead?
And some little kid still pissed at me about your bobblehead. Damn you, Crowder!
Maybe the best part about the Panthers winning is that Drake lost $500K because he bet on the Oilers.
Yeah. And Dave Portnoy lost over $1 million.
Yeah. A lot of people lost money. I was so close on my Panthers Mavericks parlay. That was, I mean, after last night's outcome, now you see how close I was.
Yeah, the one guy for the Mavs. What was his name?
Derek Jones Jr.?
No. Was it Derek Jones Jr.? Wasn't there another guy?
Hardaway. Tim Hardaway should have started.
No. But I had a finals MVP bet on Derek Jones Jr. at plus 50,000.
He was going to have one dunk. It was going to give him the MVP.
Listen, he scored the first 3 points of the series, and I'm like, this thing, how much are they offering me to buy this back?
Hey, so is the curse of the rat lifted?
Well, I don't think it was a curse.
There was never a curse of the rat.
Oh, was it? I thought it was the curse of the rat.
What? It's like the greatest moment in Panthers history. It's not a curse. You're a curse. The curse of the rat.
The curse of the rat.
It was the curse of the rat.
It's what? What are you?
They praise the rat.
No, back me up here. Back me up here.
I will not back you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Come on. When did you dub it the curse of the rat?
I don't know, but I have a lot of people I got to call to make
it
sure.
was the year of the rat.
The year of the rat, right.
No. Some guy tried to bring a live rat into the arena, and they told him no and sent him away. So he's going to curse the franchise.
Curse of the rat.
Why we threw rat?
It's
right.
We've embraced the year of the rat.
They're praised.
Yeah, let's go to break. I got a lot of people to call because I was in a whole car full of people yesterday.
Stop it. Were you explaining to people the curse of the rat?
Well, I mean, I'm the guy on the radio talking sports, so hey, why do we throw rats on the ice? Well, the curse of the rat.
Oh, my God. You thought it was like the curse of the Tequesta?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right. Wow. That's funny. That's funny. That's your blog post on the Odyssey main page for the Stanley Cup Final celebration. Curse of rat finally over.
Love you, Panthers.
No one knows this Panthers history.
Radko Gudas and the curse of the rat.
Solana.
Odd man rushes.
It's funny, man.
All right. Your weather from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Crowder, don't lie. You thought it was a curse of the rat, too.
I knew it was year of the rat. I have a shirt that say rats were back. They're praised. They're put on a pedestal with us.
Have a mascot.
On the ice.
No, but I know that we embrace the rat.
We have a damn mascot.
Why would we embrace a curse?
It's a good point. I hadn't thought it out. Partly cloudy in South Florida. It was raining. Seems to have cleared up a bit here in El Portal. Tonight, the lows will be in the upper 70s and humid. That's your weather.
All right, don't go anywhere. We will continue celebrating here on the Hockman and Bjornfoot show.
Bjornfoot.
The rat's over.
Curse of the rat.